What's up everybody and welcome to the channel. Today we're going to take a look at this 2023 Kia EV6 GT. This one's finished in runway red. MSRP is around $63,000. We're going to take a full look at what makes this EV car so cool. So we can open up the door, let's pop the front area, see what is going to power the EV6 GT. So this is a full electric car. We can just pull this catch. Not really all too much you can see in here. However, this does make 576 horsepower with 545 pound-feet of torque. And there even is just a little bit of storage space up in front. This is also all-wheel drive, and you're gonna look at around 200 miles of range on one single charge. If we go ahead and take a look at the styling now, we have a really cool set of LED headlights, these massive DRLs on them, and you can see some black for the housing. The entire center has all gloss black, the new Kia logo, as well as a forward-facing camera. All this body colored and then more gloss black. You get a cool silver trim piece down below, and then a gloss black diffuser. You have active shutters here to improve efficiency and cooling when needed, as well as a safety sensor. But overall, I think the design on the EV6 GT looks really sharp. The hood is like a kind of a clamshell design. You get some pretty bold lines going towards the windshield. And then we get a set of 21-inch wheels. I really like the two-tone design and kind of a blade look. You get machine silver and gloss black, and then you get a massive set of lime green brake calipers up in front. Get some body color trim for these fender flares, then a really sharp line cutting through the side profile. There's also a gloss black trim piece, and then I like the flush mounted door handles that will pop out when it's unlocked. We get a set of power folding mirrors with your LED turn signal as well as a side view camera. And then I like the gloss black for the A-pillar as well as everything surrounding the windows. It even goes to the back to really give this roof a floating design. And then up on top, you're going to see the glass up front, shark fin antenna, and then a pretty neat design for the spoiler. And then moving to the side profile, the proportions are really nice. It has low overhangs. It looks really sporty. The back end cuts off really aggressively. So I think overall, it just looks really, really cool. You can take a look at these LED taillights. I like just how integrated they are along with this chrome trim piece down below. And right here, if you press this, this pops open your charge area. It shows your battery indication as well as the door closer, and then you have the plug itself. Really nice and easy way to do that. And then this taillight piece is an integrated spoiler, which is just a really cool look. We get the GT badge along with the new Kia logo, as well as EV6 on the left, and more of that chrome trim down below. You get gloss black in the diffuser with reflectors, and then your reverse light is down below within that diffuser itself. But a really good looking car overall. Taking a look at the storage area, we have the button on the key fob. You also have one on the rear liftgate itself, and the power liftgate is going to open up. And then there's quite a lot of storage space in here. It's nice and squared off, so you really do have all sorts of storage in here. The floor pops up. We got some hidden storage space down below here, and then I really like how there's a handle that you can pull, and both of these seats are going to fold down nice and flat to really give you a ton of storage. And then if I just press the button up on top, we can close that power liftgate. And then checking out the rear seat space, door panels finished off all in black. You're gonna see Alcantara all throughout it, and we even have a heater button back here. So these seats, we can just grab the lever and pull these back up into place. This is also your recline lever, but I really love the interior. You're gonna get lime green stitching, smooth black leather, and then all this Alcantara with more green stitching. Really cool design. This can seat 3 people. You can pull this down, you get a nice armrest as well as 2 cup holders. And then as far as amenities, we have 2 plugs down below and then your air vents. So if I go ahead and hop inside now, this is actually a pretty roomy car. So you do have to unlock these seats to pull them back up. But as far as the recline, they go back a lot. So it's really nice and comfortable in here. You have a lot of windows, great legroom at 5'11", and a nice armrest on the left side. And then up on the ceiling, we have your 2 dome lights along with some grab handles. So from here, let's check out the driver's seat. Really large opening to enter and exit. So then the driver's seat door panel is going to be finished off just like we saw in back. Of course, you're going to get window and mirror controls, lock and unlock, nice aluminum release handle. We have a Meridian audio system, a pretty large storage area, and then you get all of your manual controls for the seat. Now again, you're going to see the smooth black leather, lime green stitching, as well as the lime green piping, and then more of the Alcantara with green stitching. I love these bucket designs. Really cool, sporty looking seat for the GT model. You can see the GT badge, nice single piece backs, and then a dual spoke steering wheel with more lime green accents. So if I go ahead and hop inside now, put my foot on the brake, we can go ahead and fire it up. So then from here, you can see the 2 screens that turn on. We have a drive mode select down here. It'll configure your 3 different drive modes. You can very easily go through all of them. You also have this pages icon, which you can scroll left and right. And in here, there's a few things you can go up and down in. So it's pretty nice just how much information you get. Pretty simple layout and everything like that. And then you also have this GT icon over here. You can see the line read accents now turn on, which is a pretty cool touch for this extra sport mode. So then on the back of the steering wheel, we have these paddle shifters. That's actually the regenerative braking that'll adjust how the car is going to basically slow down when you take your foot off the gas pedal. So you can easily adjust that. We have the windshield wipers on the right, turn signal on the left side, and it also features the integrated camera, which is a really good touch to see. On the left of the steering wheel, we have controls for the interior dimming. You have the lift gate, the charge port, and then a few more controls. You have some ambient lighting along the air vent, and then a really cool vinyl material, as well as a heads-up display. You can see more of that vinyl material and the GT logo, all this ambient lighting, which is a nice look, and then this nice silver trim for all of your air vents. The screen itself is super easy to use. This home screen gives you a few things of information. We have climate controls that are going to come up, so you can very easily adjust everything on the touchscreen. You can go back as well. We have an EV icon, so you can see a few things within the car. Going back to home, of course, we have navigation, other items like that. And if I go ahead and put us into reverse, that backup camera will pop up with a top-down view, and you can easily adjust all of your different views that you're going to want to see. You do get a 360 camera, very easily adjust everything, and it's a really snappy response. I like that aspect. And if I go ahead and put us into drive, your front camera will pop up as well. And then tapping the P button, we're now into park. Underneath the screen, we have controls down here, a lot of your shortcuts for map and navigation, as well as your media. If you tap this fan icon, all your climate controls are going to come up. You can easily adjust your dual zone temperature. Then when you're back on this icon, this is going to be your volume button. So pretty cool the way they've integrated this to do 2 separate things. We have 2 USB ports down below and more ambient lighting, and then a ton of storage space all underneath. We also get heated seats as well as a heated steering wheel, then some gloss black trim, your shifter as well as 2 couplers, and then you can see extra storage as well as a wireless phone charger. More of this vinyl material, and then a pretty large size for the glove box. And then over here we have even more storage space as you would expect. So the EV6 GT, definitely a sporty looking interior. We get that sunroof up above, all of your controls and your mirror. So with that said, let's go ahead and drive this. All right guys, so we are setting off in the EV6 GT. We're in the GT mode, and this thing packs a punch. You can genuinely get this all-wheel drive system to kind of squeal the tires, chirp the tires just a little bit. It sounds so cool. Basically, it gets louder and louder in each mode. So if we go down to Eco, which is honestly pretty sluggish, full throttle, not bad. I mean, that still got us up and going. A little bit quieter. Normal mode. A little bit louder and then a lot faster. Sport mode. Nice and peppy. And then the GT mode. Let's do a little bit of a launch. This thing is fast. This is actually really fun to drive. So, 0 to 60, going kind of uphill. So honestly, you can feel the tires fighting for traction. It's about 50 degrees out, so it's not the coldest, but this packs a lot of torque, still delivers the power really well. And as we take some quick turns, this is a really solid vehicle. I think Kia did a great job making it feel like a premium vehicle, especially asking, you know, over $60,000 for this. Honestly, I think it's worth every penny. It just drives so smooth. You have a great view out, huge windshield with good visibility. Mirrors all do a great job. And then of course the technology, the lane keeping just keeps the car really safe. You have a lot of visibility over your left and right shoulder, so I just like how easy it is to be in. Just a comfortable car, and the power delivery is so fun to play with. This thing is peppy. It really does move. Fit and finish is pretty nice as well. When you're in here, it's just easy to use, and it really feels like a normal car. A lot of electric cars, these EVs, sometimes are a little weird, I would say. However, the EV6, it feels like you're at home. It feels like a normal car to drive, and yet you get the instant power from those electric motors. And I like with the GT, I like how they've done that to where this is genuinely a quick vehicle. this thing really does pack a punch. Suspension is still nice when you're going over bumps. Little bit of tire squeal right there. And when it is raining or really cold out, you definitely fight traction just a little bit. Obviously this is on probably summer tires, I would assume, but it has a lot of power. You really wouldn't want it any more powerful because then you probably would be fighting for traction. But overall, this is just a really nice car to be in, and it feels nice and normal. However, the GT just gives you that extra punch. Gosh, you just get thrown back in your seat so easily. Man, this car is insane to drive.